What if the reason you don't remember your past lives isn't because they didn't happen, but because you were never meant to remember them easily? Think about it. Most people assume that if we've lived before, we'd just know, right? But what if there are invisible mechanisms, biological, psychological, even spiritual, actively working to keep those memories hidden? What if those forgotten memories are the missing link to why you repeat certain patterns, feel drawn to certain people, or carry wounds you can't explain? And what if starting today, you could begin accessing those memories with surprising clarity? Because in this video, we're not just dipping our toes into the topic of past lives, we're diving headfirst into the deep end. You're about to understand why remembering is hard, how to begin cracking the code, and what it all means for your soul's journey. So, get comfy, get curious, and prepare to meet versions of yourself you didn't even know existed. Have you ever met someone for the first time, but your soul goes, "Oh hey, you again?" Like, your brain's just trying to figure out if you've seen them on Instagram before. But deep inside, something ancient stirs. You feel this zing, this pull, like your soul just got hit with déjà vu and a plot twist at the same time. Boom, that's your first clue. We're talking past lives, my friend. Now hold on. Before you think I'm about to hand you a crystal and chant in Sanskrit, let me break it down in the most human way possible. You're more than your name, your job, your morning coffee order. You are a traveler. Not the kind who goes to Bali once and adds wanderlust in their bio. Nah, I mean your soul has been hopping timelines, wearing different faces, dancing through centuries like it owns the place. Think of your soul like Netflix, with endless seasons. Each life, a whole new episode. Some romantic drama, some horror, hello teenage years. And some episodes are so wild, even you wouldn't believe you were the main character. So, why can't we remember all these epic past lives? Great question. And here comes a great metaphor. Imagine your soul is this big ancient library. Every lifetime is a dusty book stored on a magical shelf. But when you pop into this current life, you're like a new librarian who's got amnesia, running on iced coffee and vibes. Why? Because if you remembered every heartbreak, sword fight, betrayal, enlightenment, and awkward medieval dance you ever lived through, your brain would straight up melt. So the universe said, hey, let's protect this precious little human. And boom, the veil of forgetfulness got installed, like a cosmic memory block. It's not punishment, it's soul safety mode, like forgetting your past 57 exes so you can date again without trauma flashbacks. But then, what about déjà vu? You know that weird moment when you walk into a place for the first time and your gut screams, wait, I've been here. That's not just brain static. That's a breadcrumb from your soul. These moments, déjà vu, soul connections, recurring dreams, even irrational fears, are your past lives trying to send you a subtle text message. Kinda like, hey, just checking in. Remember when we were pirates? No? Cool. Just thought I'd say hi. So let's ask the real question. What is reincarnation, really? Alright, in simple English. Reincarnation is the idea that your soul doesn't just get one shot at life. It's not a one-and-done game. It's a full-blown spiritual RPG. Your body may expire like a coupon, but your soul, oh, she's got mileage. She moves into a new body, a new story, every time like a boss. You've probably been a king, a beggar, a healer, a warrior, a monk, maybe even a llama. Who knows? Each life is like a class at Soul University. You learn new lessons, level up, and work through some cosmic homework called karma. The goal? Mastery, growth, enlightenment. Basically, becoming the Beyoncé of souls. A quick dip into ancient wisdom. Don't worry, it's fun. Way before Netflix, TikTok, or memes, sages in ancient India were already onto this reincarnation thing. They wrote about it in the Upanishads and the Bhagavad Gita. They said, brah, the soul is eternal. It keeps coming back until it figures things out. Then the Greeks got in on it. Pythagoras, yes, the triangle guy, believed the soul traveled from body to body. Plato said we forget our past lives, but hints remain in our dreams and talents. Here's the juicy part. They all agreed on one thing. You're not just a body. You're a soul on a wild eternal road trip. Why this matters right now. Okay, so you've lived before. So what? Here's what. Understanding your past lives can actually help you understand you. That random fear of deep water? Maybe you drowned once. That instant bond with a stranger? Maybe they were your siblings in ancient Egypt. That recurring dream of climbing a mountain you've never seen? Maybe your soul's been there. These aren't accidents. They're soul clues. Listen, I just want to take a moment to express my gratitude to all of you for staying with me on this journey. Your curiosity and your open heart are part of something much bigger than you know. Thank you for being bold enough to look beyond the veil and explore what's truly possible. The path to understanding your past lives is not a lonely one. Every comment you leave, every story you share, becomes a beacon for others on this path. So, tell me, have you ever felt a weird connection to a place, a person, or a time you shouldn't know? Drop it in the comments. Let's awaken together. Coming up next, in Chapter 2, we're going deeper. We'll uncover why the soul chooses to forget, how that cosmic memory loss is actually a blessing in disguise, and how to gently start unlocking those hidden memories without short-circuiting your brain. So grab your spiritual seatbelt, light a candle if you're feeling mystical, and get ready to remember what your soul has never truly forgotten. Chapter 2. The Great Forgetting. Why we don't remember our past lives, and why that's a good thing. All right, real question. Have you ever walked into your kitchen, forgot why you went there, and just stood in the middle like a confused potato? Now imagine forgetting an entire lifetime. Or 10. Yeah. The soul has its own version of, what was I doing again? But way more spiritual. So let's talk about this mysterious fog known as the veil of forgetfulness. First of all, why forget something so epic? Like, hello? If I was a goddess in Atlantis or a sword-swinging samurai, I'd like to remember that, thanks. But here's the twist. The forgetfulness is actually part of the divine plan. What if I told you that forgetting your past lives isn't a glitch? It's a feature, a spiritual cheat code in disguise. You see, your soul is this ancient, wise, multi-dimensional traveler. But every time it jumps into a new life, it's got to do a full reset. Because if you remembered everything, every heartbreak, every betrayal, every time you stubbed your toe as a medieval peasant, you'd be emotionally fried before breakfast. Imagine it like this. Let's say you're starting a brand new school year. Would you want to carry a backpack filled with every notebook, every lunch wrapper, every detention slip from the past 10 years? Heck no. Your back would break and your snacks would be stale. The soul does the same thing. It brings the lessons, not the baggage. The wisdom stays. The drama gets archived. But if it's all stored somewhere, where does it actually go? It is all saved in the Akashic Records, aka the soul's hard drive. Let me introduce you to the Google Drive of the universe, the Akashic Records. This isn't some dusty old bookshelf in the sky. Nope. It's a vibrational library that holds every thought, feeling, and experience your soul has ever had. And guess what? You've got access to it. But here's the catch. It's password protected with love, timing, and readiness. You can't just barge in demanding to know if you were Cleopatra's stylist in 200 BC. You gotta earn that clarity with stillness, intention, and a little spiritual Wi-Fi signal. So why does the memory hide in the first place? Because the universe isn't chaotic, it's compassionate. It knows we humans have bills to pay, relationships to figure out, and existential crises to manage. So it says, hey, let's not throw centuries of soul stuff at them all at once. And honestly, thank you, universe. Instead, it gives us tiny breadcrumbs. A recurring dream that doesn't make sense. A country you're obsessed with, even though you've never been. A fear you can't explain. Shout out to everyone afraid of deep water for no reason. These are the pings, the soul notifications. New update available. Past life wisdom. Click to open. Let's get visual for a sec. Imagine a caterpillar. It wraps itself up in a chrysalis and poof, transforms into a butterfly. But here's the cool part. Inside that cocoon, it literally melts into goo, like full blob mode. That's your soul between lives. In that quiet, formless state, you're processing, healing, downloading lessons from the last ride. Then, bam, you're reborn. New body, new mission, same eternal sparkle. Wait, isn't that just selective amnesia? Yup, but with divine flair. Because the soul doesn't forget everything, it just tucks away what you don't need yet. The big stuff? It shows up when it's time to grow. That toxic relationship? Maybe your soul chose it to heal old karma. That talent you had since birth? A gift from a past life? That moment of deep insight in the shower? A soul whisper breaking through. So how do we gently start remembering without getting overwhelmed? Start by listening to the subtle whispers. Your soul isn't going to shout. It's more of a whisperer. Think, a weirdly emotional reaction to an old painting. Goosebumps when someone shares a story. Feeling like you've finally come home to a place you've never been. These aren't coincidences. They're Easter eggs from your soul. And if you want to start collecting those eggs, you've got to slow down the noise. Meditate, breathe, be still, journal that strange dream. Talk to your intuition like it's your oldest, wisest friend. Spoiler alert, it is. Hey, soul fam. If you're still with me, you're the real MVPs of this journey. Your willingness to explore these deep questions means you're already awakening. And no, you're not doing it alone. Every comment you leave, every OMG that happened to me too moment, it lights up the collective grid. So if you've ever had an unexplainable fear, an instant connection, or a soul slap of deja vu, drop it in the comments. Let's decode these clues together, because this isn't just a video. This is soul archaeology. And you, my friend, are holding the shovel. In the next chapter, we're going hands-on. Chapter 3 is where we unlock the toolbox. We'll explore guided meditations to peek into your soul's scrapbook, chakra work to activate those hidden memories, and journaling prompts that make your past lives say, "Oh hey, finally noticed me." Strap in, spiritual explorer. We're not just flipping through ancient soul stories anymore. In the next chapter, you're stepping through the portal to rediscover your own. You're gonna start remembering them. Chapter 3. Awakening the Soul. How to access past life wisdom. Okay, you've felt the tingle. You've followed the breadcrumbs. Now it's time to go beyond the theory and experience the magic for yourself. What if the wisdom you're searching for isn't out there, but already encoded in your being, waiting for you to remember? Spoiler alert, it is. And today, we're going to unlock it together. But first, let's get one thing straight. You do not need to be a monk, a mystic, or someone who eats only kale to access your past lives. You just need an open heart, a quiet space, and the courage to look within. 1. Create a sacred space, your soul's VIP lounge. Let's ditch the drama and make magic feel normal. This isn't about turning your room into a crystal jungle. Unless you want to, then go full fairy queen. It's about signaling to your soul, "Hey, I'm ready now." Pick a calm corner in your home where you won't be interrupted by barking dogs or delivery guys. Light a candle, play soft music, or just sit in silence. Bring a few objects that feel meaningful: a feather, a stone, a photo, or even a cup of tea that makes you feel grounded. This is your energetic doorway, your mini temple. When you return to this space regularly, your soul starts recognizing it as the place where remembering begins. 2. Breath work, the key to inner stillness. Before we visit other lifetimes, we need to land fully in this one. Let's start simple. Sit comfortably, back straight, eyes gently closed. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 counts. Hold for 4. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 6. Repeat this rhythm until your thoughts stop racing and your body starts whispering, "Ah, there I am." As you inhale, imagine you're breathing in ancient light. As you exhale, you're releasing lifetimes of tension. This isn't just relaxing, it's soul tuning. You're fine-tuning your inner radio to the frequency of your own ancient self. 3. Guided visualization, walking into the library of your soul. Now the real adventure begins. Imagine standing in front of a giant, ancient door. This isn't just any door. It's the entrance to your personal Akashic records. Behind it, every lifetime, every experience, every version of you that has ever existed. Here's a quick visualization script to guide them. Picture this. You're walking through a quiet forest, sunlight filtering through the trees. You come across a clearing, and there it is. A massive, ornate door glowing with golden light. With every step closer, your heart beats with knowing. This isn't new. This is familiar. You've stood here before. Place your hand on the door. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, the door creaks open. Inside, a corridor of glowing light stretches before you. Doors line the walls, each one marked with symbols, names, or colors that stir something in you. Walk slowly. Choose the door that calls to you most. Trust the pull. Now step through. Let images, sounds, and emotions flow. You don't need to understand them right now. Just feel. When you're ready, gently return. Carry what you saw with you. Now that the door is open, let's activate the centers that hold the keys. 4. Chakra activation. Your inner stargates. Your body is not just a flesh suit. It's an antenna, a memory bank, a magical map, and 2 chakras in particular are VIP access points to past life recall. The third eye, Ajna, located between your eyebrows. This is your soul's projector screen. Gently focus your attention here during meditation. Visualize a glowing indigo light swirling open like a galaxy. The heart center, Anahata. This one's the emotional filter, the alchemist. Place your hands over your heart and imagine a radiant green or golden light expanding with every breath. Say inwardly, I am open to remembering what will heal me. Together, these 2 chakras form the sacred bridge, mind and heart, wisdom and compassion. When they're activated, they create the perfect channel for remembrance. 5. Journal the downloads. Catch the magic while it's fresh. The soul speaks in symbols, not spreadsheets. Right after your meditation or visualization, grab your journal and just brain dump. Write whatever came through. A name, a place, an emotion, a smell, a strange image, or even just a feeling. Don't judge. Don't analyze. Just catch the message before it fades. Like dream fragments, these clues may seem random now, but over time, patterns emerge. 6. Practice, patience, repeat. Accessing past life memories isn't like ordering pizza. It's not instant. But with consistent practice, you start to catch whispers, then sentences, then full-on soul stories. Some days, nothing happens. Other days, a single vision hits so deep you cry and laugh at the same time. That's the journey. That's the soul peeling back its own veil. Your soul quest continues. Let's anchor the magic. Now that you've opened the doorway to your soul's history, don't just walk away. Step through it. Because the real transformation happens when you reflect, integrate, and share what you've experienced. You're not alone on this path. We're building a soul tribe here, and your story could be the exact spark someone else needs. Here are some journal prompts to deepen your reflection. Did any emotions, names, or images surface during the visualization? Write them down even if they make no sense. Trust the breadcrumbs. What recurring patterns or challenges do you face in this life? Could they be echoes from a past one? Have you ever met someone and felt an instant, deep connection or friction? What do you feel your soul is trying to tell you? If you could ask your past self one question, what would it be? And what do you think they'd say? What wisdom, gifts, or strengths might you be carrying from a former life that you haven't yet owned. Let's connect in the comments. Have you ever experienced déjà vu, soul recognition, or strange dreams that felt too real? Drop your story below, whether it's one sentence or a full soul download. I want to hear it. This space is sacred, and your voice matters. Let's make the comment section a portal of connection, support, and real magic. Should we do part 2? Meditation time. If you'd love for me to create a guided past life regression meditation video, a relaxing, powerful journey to help you access your soul memories directly, let me know in the comments or hit that like button so I know you're down. We'll make that part 2 of this soul series, a guided experience to help you truly remember. Until then, keep listening to the whispers, keep journaling the magic, and most of all, remember, your soul has never forgotten who you are. You're just beginning to remember.